Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Slow Podcast. Hey, you know what it is? Your weekly podcast of the Sakamichi series idol groups. It's going to be Nogizaka46, Sakurazaka46, and Hinata-zaka46. This week we got some finally long-awaited new release news coming out from Sakurazaka46, as well as some new PB covers from a Nogizaka46 member, and also a drama for a Hinata-zaka member. But before we get into all of that, I am one of your hosts. I'm Jimmy, aka Jimmy Tweets, and I'm joined as always by my friend and my fellow host. We have Josh, Mr. Josh Box.
Hello, everyone. So glad you can be here to join on another episode of the Slow Podcast. As Jimmy said, we have a lot to talk about today. So, first of all, Jimmy, how are you?
Oh, brother, I'm good. No, I'm chill. Okay, hold on. I had something I wanted to. Okay, I remember now. If you guys follow my Twitter, you will have heard this anecdote. But let me backtrack. So you guys remember I've shared this on stream a while back. We have cats. We have 2 cats now, right? And we also have 2 dogs, right? I've had those dogs for a while. And one of the challenges is because we live next to a canyon, we want our cats to be what is it? Purely indoor cats,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's dangerous out there. Snakes get into the backyard.
Oh.
I'm scared of the cats jumping out over the fence and into the canyon, and going into where there might be coyotes down there, all sorts of predators and things that might hurt them, right? As well as with like traffic and stuff from the residential. So I just it's like we just want our cats to be inside cats. It's just much safer.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So before, at the very beginning, we had to like we sealed our doggy door, and we would let our dogs in and out at specific times, right?
Oh,
So
okay.
in the morning we'd wake up, what is it? Let the dog out. We'll let the dogs out. They come back inside. I'd get home from work, let the dogs out. They come back inside, and then before we go to bed, we let them out one last time inside, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I felt we just felt real bad for our dogs because they're used to being able to play around all day outside, come inside whenever they're ready, and I'm like, dude, I just feel bad. So we're like, you know what? We love all of our animals. We want to keep the cats safe, but we want to let the dogs have their freedom too. They're worth the investment. We spent $800 on a special dog door. It's an automatic door. We put these special magnets on them, right? On their collars. And so whenever the dog goes up to the door slides open. The dog can come out and it slides back down behind them. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And, at the beginning, we with the dogs had to learn how to use the door. So we had it set so that it would, when the dogs were about like this far away from the door, right? Like, I'm not sure.
Okay, so like a walk into
This, yeah. It would open up from a distance, and then it would close a little bit later so that they wouldn't get spooked by the door closing.
Mm-hmm.
And then they adjusted really quick. They got used to it. Like, cool, we can. And then so by now it's set so that the door doesn't open until they're like right at the door,
Mm-hmm.
and then it closes right behind them as they're leaving.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, cool. This is cool. And for a few months, things were great. We've had this for, I want to say since the beginning of the year, right? So a little bit, like about 5 months now. It's been good. Recently, the past few weeks, the cats have been outside. We would catch them outside, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And I realized what happened is the cats would literally sneak out as the dogs are going out.
Just wait by the door?
Yeah, they would just wait by the door, and when the dogs leave, they would just underneath them and leave with them, right? And so we're like, God damn it. And that was already bad enough. I've learned now, my smart ass cat has my dumbass dog wrapped around his finger. He will literally cry at my dog until my dog goes to open the door for him. Like, I literally caught this. I finally caught this today. Not today, but last week. Like towards the end of the week, I was cooking. I was making breakfast,
Let him cook.
And my cat started meowing a bunch, like crying, right? I was like, what the fuck, dude? And normally, and it was kind of what caught me off is because he normally does that at me, right? So he would be
Mm.
next to me, like he wants something, but it was in the distance. So I looked over, and he was doing it at my dog and like pawing at him. And so my dog finally walked over to the door and let it open, and my cat just walked out. My dog didn't go out; he just went to open the door for him. I'm like, what the fuck is this, dude? I'm so $800. $800.
Outsmarted him. Outsmarted $800 worth of technology.
These cats, dude. Um,
They'll find
so
any
I
way.
don't. Yeah. So I honestly don't know what to do about this situation, dude. Um, I mean, we're still good for now. Like, I've just gotten used to the idea that my cats are just going to be able to sneak outside. Fortunately, they haven't really roamed too far. They just kind of stay within the yard. And
Mhm.
as long as they're kind of content there, I'm okay. But it is kind of freaky every now and then. I'll like run around my house, like, yo, where are my cats, dude? And then I have to like check outside and like, okay, she's just sunbathing in the yard. She's cool, dude.
Mhm.
Or the other cat's just like hunting bugs. All right, cool. As long as I can see them, it's fine.
You gotta put the
Uh,
reverse on them, so whenever they get near, it doesn't open.
Oh
It's
yeah,
next
yeah,
to
yeah. Where's the magnet for that, dude?
uh,
That shit just locks
the
whenever
opposite
the cat
polarities,
one
you
is.
know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But anyways, that's my update. I hope you guys enjoyed my story of me and my dogs being outsmarted by my fucking cats, dude. How have you been, Josh?
I've been good. Nothing super exciting has happened so far. I bought some hangers. That's the most exciting thing that
Oh,
happened.
sorry,
Some
real
cat
quick, chat,
hangers.
chat. Oh, chat saying install GPS tracker on their collars. Yeah, we actually had to buy new collars with little slots for us to put like little GPS trackers on them. We
Oh,
we
uh-huh.
we have done that just in case. Because yeah, like at this point, it's like okay, they're gonna get outside. At least this way we can find them.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
anyway, sorry, how are you enjoying your hangers?
uh, they're okay. I do like
Mm,
them because I could hang them higher in my closet.
that's important.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got long drapery that you need to
Uh-huh.
just get a little higher up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
There we go. That's my exciting week.
All right, let's read some comments,
Oh yeah,
shall
let's.
we? Shall we get into the comments from last week's episode? We actually got quite a few. Um, a lot of them mostly pertaining to the big news of that week, right? We're talking
Mm,
about the Hayakawa Seira situation. So, yeah, let me switch over. All right, first comment is from Insomnia. Seira Hayakawa's actions are commendable, but history illustrates more often than not. In the long term, whistleblowers are dealt a harsh card. Add to this, she is young. She is a young female idol speaking out against an established, successful concert director who has many business connections in a very much male-dominated power structure in Japan. I wonder how this will turn out. In 2 to 3 years, we will know better. The Nogi management brushed aside. The fact Nogi management brushed aside Sayaka Kakehashi's accident as something minor when they knew it was a very serious injury early on, requiring many months, a year plus full of recovery, speaks to their lack of honesty and transparency. The nature of the relationship allows them to wield their power over the members, much like any authority figure can do if there's a great power imbalance. Silence is compliance. Uh, Seigo's actions are limited to abusive words, but it does make you curious as to what idols have to endure because they've been told it has always been this way. Um, Yeah, I did want to bring up an update to this.
okay.
Just some some good news, I suppose, is that Sayakawa will be appearing on her radio show again, right? The radio, I can't say it, but she will be appearing on that show again, I believe next week. Um, let's say Hayakawa Seira will be appearing on
You guys know who we're
on her
talking
show.
about. Come on.
Yeah, come on, cut me some slack, guys. But no, yeah, for the sake of just being accurate, yes, Hayakawa Seira will be reappearing on her show. There have been some tweets from people closer saying that she's doing well, that she's just being her usual self. So hopefully that is the case. I wish that it was. There was some like responses here and there. Like I think some like a source from Sony was saying something like kids these days are too soft and stuff like that, and I just think that that's stupid. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
if 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 it was purely being strict and she reacted this way, I can agree. But
Mm-hmm.
like as far as like being too soft for like tolerating abuse, like I don't know, that's ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
Like it just own up to the fact that it was inappropriate behavior from Seigo, a
Yeah.
person in a position of authority, right?
Yeah. Well, the good thing is
Um,
he's been let go not only of
yeah,
Nogizaka but of like a lot of the groups he's worked with, like including like the
yeah,
Slash
yeah,
Hara
yeah. There
group.
was, yeah. I would be a lot happier about this whole thing if Nogizaka's official comment wasn't so stupid. But we
True.
already talked about that last week.
Yeah.
We already
Yeah.
talked about that. Everything since then has been pretty positive. But I will encourage people that if you haven't already, or if you are so inclined to continue to send support her way via Nogizaka's contact, just to make sure that we haven't really just moved on from this, and we're still keeping an eye on Seda, and we
Mm-hmm.
want her to do well, right?
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, and then obviously someone else came for the Sarah segment. you know Very glad to see you addressing the serious issues. Good thoughts expressed, well, appreciate it. Let's see, this is from Desert Raven Gamer, and I wanted to comment on the photo book matter. Yeah, it's been overdone. I don't think the idol herself has any input on the shots that the photographer is going to take. Yes, they will add the bikini shots, lingerie shots, regular shots. They are the idols. They are idols. They do what is asked of them. It is almost a formula now. The photo book is announced. You see bikini pics, lingerie pics, etc. I think what each idol wants is just to be recognized and to have her book released. And what she does in said book is up to the photographer. Depending on the photographer, is how lewd they go. I think this is kind of like a misunderstanding. When we're talking about collaboration between the idol and the photographer, right? I'm assuming that this is what he means, or what he's in
Mm.
referencing to.
Yeah.
It's not so much a collaboration in terms of like the set locations and the
Like they don't go
wardrobe and stuff
together and
like
pick
that.
the wardrobe. They don't go there pick the type of makeup. They don't go because some do. There are
Hmm.
some that actually do have that choice and are able to have that freedom. But a lot of times it
Hmm.
is either I wouldn't say it's 100% the photographer. I'd lean more towards the management or the person who's putting the money in to
Yeah, it's
photo
usually the
book them.
publisher, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. But when we're talking about the relationship, like the collaboration between the idol and the photographer, what we're talking about is what expression that the and poses, right? That the photographer can draw from the idol,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm. Yeah, we're talking about
And
the artistry of it. No, no, right? Mm. Is that the right way to describe
yeah,
it?
yeah, like yeah, like less of the logistics and
Yeah.
more of the artistry, right?
Yeah, like they have they have like you're saying, they have these set images to take, but whatever happens in those set images is between the photographer and the talent or model.
Yeah, and I think that has a bigger influence than what a lot of people will give it credit for, right? Like we mentioned Poland's first photo book earlier in the pre-show. Chat's getting mad at us because we're talking about photography, but what you know what you signed up for.
This is a slow podcast when we're not
You
talking
know
about
what you
idols, we're talking
signed
about
up for.
photography. Come on.
Yeah, but there's a huge difference between Poland's first photo book and her second photo book,
Yeah.
and yeah, can some of that be attributed to just Poland herself being more comfortable in camera? But I think a lot of it is just like probably she had a better working relationship with that photographer. He was able to get more variety of expression out from her,
Mhm.
right? Um, let's
You
see.
keep going, Jimmy. Ignore chat. You keep
No, no,
talking.
no. That was the end of my thought.
Okay,
I just
okay.
wanted to express that like the collaboration is a lot more than what people would give it credit for. I think if you've never really taken portraiture before, or know someone who does take portraits, there's a huge difference between good portrait and bad portraits,
Yeah.
and what a photographer is able to do.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah, like the model could,
Uh
of course, has their own skill and, is able to portray that through the camera, but if the photographer doesn't give any direction it's kinda like the director,
right,
right? Where, like,
right, yeah.
in a movie where the actors can be good, but if the director isn't good or the script isn't good, then it's not a good movie. So both sides have to be good.
Hmm. All right. Some Yuri conversation, which is I'm glad for because I did feel kind of bad. This is some some slope inside knowledge. I'm sure people have noticed. Anytime there's like a graduation announcement, in the back of my head, as sad it is, um, I already know what kind. It helps because I already know what kind of thumbnail the photo book is gonna get, or the cover, the video is gonna get. I'm just like, all right, dude, it's gonna be the nicest photo I can find of that member and a floral background of some kind. All right, cool. Post, easy.
Uh,
But I did feel like with the gravity of the Sarah situation, maybe I wanted that to be the thumbnail. But that being said, though, I don't want Yuri's grad to be overshadowed by everything else. Like Mimi Simon saying, for them, it's the saddest from Nogi in a long time. It kind of feels like Yuri gave being an idol her absolute best, and in her opinion, did an amazing job. But her best just wasn't good enough for reasons beyond her control. And now she's throwing in the towel. Even with Momoko, her graduation seemed less sad because she decided for her own reasons why she didn't want to be an idol. But with Yuri, it seems like she did love being an idol, but she felt like she wasn't making any progress with it. So it was time to try something else. That's just my take on the situation, though. I could be wrong. Um, kind of disagree and agree. Like I only disagree in the sense like I think there's just we can never know,
mm,
right? Because I think from my perspective, I'm not saying I'm right and they're wrong, right? But I'm just saying like from my perspective, I just assumed it was one of those things where like she's just like, you know what, I tried juggling school and being an idol, but I'd rather focus on school. All right. And if that's the case, I'm happy for her as long as she's making a choice that she is happy with. But
mhm.
we can never truly know what's
Exactly.
going on inside. So
Yeah.
um it is what it is, dude. But
Yeah.
yeah, it is
It's
sad.
their
It is sad
decision
to
at the
see her
end of the
go.
day, right? So like whether it's
Hmm.
one decision or another, that's just the decision it is. We have to like kind of take it and like appreciate the times we had and like just be able to move on.
Hmm. Hmm. But yeah, that is going to be it for some of the comments. Obviously, there was others that we just didn't have time to get into, but we do appreciate all of your comments on the podcast. Make sure you keep leaving them, and yeah, we'll find some noteworthy ones, and we'll discuss them next week.
Yep.
But anyways, shall we finally get to some news?
So let's.
I feel like I'm being harangued and harassed by chat, if you will.
What is Chad doing? Are you letting them bullying you?
Yeah,
You know what you
dude,
do with
they're
bullies. You gotta show them who's boss.
oh, I show them who's boss. All right.
Time someone out.
Apparently, apparently, Hinano's boss, dude. Because
Oh,
moving on to some Hinata Zaka 46 news. Uh, Kamimura Hinano has received the main role in the TV series DIY. Do it yourself.
oh, is that what that means?
Don't ingest yeast.
Oh, good to
Do
know.
it yourself. To be broadcasted from July 4th, 2023 on MBS TBS Dramaism slot. Um, so yeah, this is I guess based on an anime. It's about a girls' club. It's like a DIY club. They do different activities with tools and scrap wood, as the title says. Um, kind of like it feels kind of slice of lifey,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
Here we got some images here, and yeah, it features the only member of Equal Love that I know, as well as Hinano. So it looks cool, or looks cute, rather, I should say, right? Like, kind of got like that wood like set or whatever. They got their
Mm.
power tools. She's
It's
got
gonna be
that
like
big
a
old mallet, dude.
it's gonna be like Doctor Stone. They're gonna like randomly make technology from
Yeah.
like these pieces of wood.
Yeah, I see. I guess this is an image from the manga,
Oh,
but looks cute, dude.
yeah.
We'll see if I actually watch it or not. I mean, I do kind of enjoy these kinds of things, right? Where you don't have to think too hard. You just kind of enjoy whatever happens.
Mm,
I'd like
mhm.
to see them make stuff, like, oh, episode 1, making a coffee table. I don't know, you know. I had that big stint where I was getting lost in woodworking YouTube, so maybe this
Mhm,
will help fill that void, dude.
mhm.
Um
Chat, I know what it
but
means, okay? I was joking.
Look, you know what you do with bullies, Josh. All right.
Oh, you're right. Let me time someone out.
No. It's fine. It's fine. Um, but yeah. So this will begin airing on MBS CBS. Hopefully, hopefully we'll get some subs every now and then. There's some subs for these idol dramas, so we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, there it is a Hinata Zaka 46 member as well as a very popular Equal Love member
Hmm.
as the two front members. So I wouldn't be surprised if like somebody picks this up and subs it. But I think with the subject matter, as long as you have Google ready at your side, if you have a basic grasp of the Japanese language, you should be able to keep up, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, chat's confirming one of the main subbers is a Hinano Oshi, so
There we
it will
go.
be sub.
Boom.
There we go. There we go. All right, but that's it. That's all we have for Hinata Zaka
Oh.
46 news this week. Um, good for her. I'll stay posted for that, especially now that I know that they're subs. I'll definitely give it a watch.
Hmm. Hmm.
Of course, very legally on TBS in Japan.
Yes, of
Um,
course. Stay up.
moving right along to Sakurazaka 46, we have some third tour news
Oh.
coming out from they're on tour right now. That's been pretty much the crux of most of their news.
Hmm.
But yeah, we got an official announcement that their the final date of the tour, all right, in Osaka will be available for streaming, dude.
Oh.
So the tickets already went on sale this past Friday. So yeah, you can click any of the links provided on their website to go and get your ticket. The streaming period, the sales period is up until June 3rd. All right,
That's for the rewatch, right? Because I think tomorrow's a concert.
June 1st. Yeah. So no, the day. Well, yes, yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
tomorrow because what is it? Japan time, right? So it's
Yeah,
June.
exactly.
It's the day after tomorrow. Uh, by date, but by actual time that is happening is tomorrow. But yeah, if you're wondering if like, oh man, can I even use any of these links? Huh? Do I have to
Hmm.
use a VPN or
Yeah. Do I
something
need to
like
go get a
that?
Japanese credit card?
Yeah, dude. Worry not, dude. Sakurazaka has recognized the baddies, dude. They have finally recognized the international baddies and have said, hey, the Osaka stream will be available for viewing overseas, dude, with eligible
Oh.
regions,
Were the other
including the
ones then?
USA, Canada, and Mexico from North America / Central America, South America, Brazil, and Peru. Oceania, we have Australia, New Zealand, Asia, South Korea, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Macau, Singapore, Thailand, Malaysia, and Europe. We got the UK, Germany, France, Italy, and Spain.
Hmm.
Uh, those who purchase the ticket can watch the live stream of the performance and the repeat stream up to 2 times. So you got the actual June 1st date as well as that repeat on the 3rd. So let's just say you picked it up, but you couldn't you couldn't make that June 1st. You can definitely watch the repeat stream
Yep.
for that same price of 4,600 yen.
Hmm.
Um, once the same sales period is going to be May 26th through June 3rd. Um, what is it? For those of you interested, make sure you use the link provided by Sakurazaka46 on this website. It is on this page. It's separate from the ones in the other page.
Yeah.
So this is the international link. I'd encourage you guys, if you guys can afford it. Obviously, I don't want to like impose on anybody who might be unable to support. But if you can, even if you don't plan on watching it, I would recommend people make a purchase. I have no intention of staying up for this because I am old, and every time I stay up late like this, my body really feels it. But I did make a purchase just because I do want to show that like there is a international following for this group, a large one.
Yeah.
Chat, don't call me old. It's because I'm a power lifter. I take my rest and recovery very seriously. Um, but yeah, I do want to show that there is a support for the group internationally, and that we should, hopefully this incentivizes them to do something like this further. Maybe someday an actual international tour that is
Maybe.
actually international and just not East Asia. East Asia and Singapore, you
Uh,
know. So yeah, definitely if you guys can, uh please try to support and use that you can't even lift yourself out of bed to watch this stream. All right. Someone's getting timed out, dude. But no. In all seriousness, yeah, try to support them. I think it would mean a lot to the members to see uh the international fandom show up, dude. The baddies.
yeah,
Uh
it's just they've done this. How many times have they done this? They've only done this a handful of times where they like put it out directly to international viewers. So this is a good opportunity to show that we exist.
yeah, for sure. Um I do think that this is like a very safe way for them to test the waters, right? Because it doesn't really cost
Mm,
them anything extra. And but I would not be surprised if they're tracking the analytics for this international link. So that's why I am trying to encourage people to make sure
yeah,
that they purchase from this if they can.
yeah. When they have a separate
Even if
link, that's when you know.
yeah, even if you don't what is it? If you, yeah, even if you don't plan on watching it live like I am, right?
Exactly. That way, when they're like, "Oh, let's do," like Jimmy's saying, an overseas tour, and they're like, "Well, let's see which one's paid the most for it," because that's what
Mm.
they look at.
Yeah, or worse, the worst situation would be if nobody fucking used that link, right? Everyone's so used to like, I'm just using it from Rakuten. My VPN
That's
works
true.
there.
I,
And then
I I feel like they have to do
yeah.
it more than once in a row. That way, people get used to getting it from that link. Because a lot of times people are like, "Oh, I'll do that next time. I'll check out the the other legal way to watch it,
Mhm.
or I'll click on a different site that they already provided before. Maybe I already like Rakuten. That's already part of my routine. I already use the VPN. I know how to do it. So I'm just gonna do it through there. They have my account information. There's a lot of
Yeah.
variables in here.
Yeah. So just yeah, definitely use the international link for sure.
Mhm.
Um but that's not the only Sakurazaka46 news this week.
Oh.
As we announced last week, or as we reported last week, it was announced that they're gonna be releasing their sixth single
Mhm.
song "Start Over," and we're like, you know what? Maybe in the next couple weeks we'll be seeing something. This has like a pretty quick release date, dude. It's like in June, dude. We got like just a little bit over a month, so like
Mhm.
about a month from now when
Mm.
it comes out, dude.
Maybe we'll see it like in 3 weeks. You know.
Yeah. No, that came out today. It
Yeah.
came out earlier this morning. So, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna get ready to watch this live on stream and give our thoughts and reactions there.
Mm.
If you guys want to be able to watch us live react to the new music videos as they come out, you got to join us live over at twitch.tv/Slope Club Tuesdays
Yep.
at around 7 p.m. Pacific time. Hey, if you're like, oh, 7, that's a little too early for me, I can't make it. I usually have to work late. No worries, because
No
we
worries.
always run late.
Yes.
Or at least we
Wait.
start stream on time and then we rant for a long time. So that being said, make sure you give that a watch. Uh but yeah, if you what was I gonna say? If you can't watch live with us, I'm sorry.
Sucks to be
But
you.
we'll be back with our reactions with our thoughts on the video after this.
And even the bot's muted, so
All right. So we just watched Start Over. What did you think, Mr. Box?
I'm glad I waited to see it with chat because it was worth the wait. I feel like especially nowadays, some Sakamichi songs have been hit or miss. This one though, never misses. It's
Dude, I'm
it's
I'm
good.
still I'm still feeling
It's
it. I'm
good.
still riding the high of it. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I watched it like 5 times before we started the stream.
Jimmy, you didn't wait?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude. I I I I've been waiting for this. Okay? I'm gonna be honest. My feeling was coming into this that I could not stand to be let down again. You know what I mean?
So you'd rather
And
tear the
like
band-aid off early?
yeah, I'd rather know if it was bad before I watched on stream than to fucking watch on stream and have it be bad. And then I was gonna go, and then I'd go on another fucking tirade about like I just want to enjoy a Sakurazaka song again. I feel like it's been so long since I've enjoyed a Sakurazaka release. I really want to like this group, dude. It's just been missing something, you know. So I was like, dude, I don't want to. I don't. If I'm gonna be let down, let me just be let down on my own, so I can collect my thoughts and I'll share it on stream. And then the song starts, and I'm like, okay, it looks nice. It looks nice. Or the video
Mhm.
starts. So like, it looks
Mhm.
nice. It looks nice. You know, it's it's very got that cinematic quality to it, you know. Everything's kind of what is it,
The blues and
got the
the
nice color
the
grade, the
teal and
blues,
orange.
yeah, the teal and oranges, dude.
Uh-huh.
You know, the blacks are very crushed, dude. You know, I'm like,
Uh-huh.
okay, looks nice, looks nice. And then the bass comes in.
Mhm.
The bass comes in, you know, it's that slap bass, and I'm
Mhm.
like, okay,
The stomps come
okay.
in.
The stomp starts coming in, and I feel like I'm in like high school football
Yeah,
again. I
right.
just want to
Just like
I just want to huddle with my
yeah.
friends, you know.
Animal
And I'm
Instinct
just
came
like,
alive.
yeah. And then the whole song kicks in, the pianos come in, and was like,
Uh-huh.
okay, this song's it. This song is
Mhm.
it, dude.
Mhm.
And I'm so
Yeah.
glad it was so needed.
Yeah, I was already happy with, like, when I started hearing the song in the beginning, I was like, "Okay, I'm super satisfied with the song." But then, like, as the song keeps going, it just gets better. I don't know,
Hmm.
it has no reason to get better.
You're just like, okay, you're like, I think I have an idea of where the song is, right? Especially by
Uh-huh.
the second chorus, you're like, okay, I know, it's a good song. I like it. It's got a lot of layers to it, but
Mhm.
I get it. I get where the song is going. And then
Mhm.
the piano instrumental comes in. You're like,
Mhm. Yeah.
hold on, why is this solo so good, dude? Why is this solo so good, dude? This really fucking does not need to pop off as much as it does.
Mhm.
And then you get the bridge,
Uh-huh.
right? I believe that was a like Karen solo lines, a couple of Karen solo
Mm.
lines,
Mhm.
and it's just fucking majestic.
Uh-huh.
And it comes in
Just like a
the
little
key change.
somber after, yeah.
Yeah. The key change could be better in my opinion.
I
Um,
like that. I like it when it's, like, drastic, but it's also changes, like, the mood of the song, you know, because this is the difference between, like, a key change that just, like, sounds too abrupt, kinda like we listened to
mhm,
in, like, a previous Nogizaka video, but
mhm.
when it's a key change with a different change of mood, it's almost purposeful, you know?
Oh yeah, no, I don't. I'm not knocking the fact that they did a key change. I just wish that maybe in the mixing there was a little bit more bass
Mm.
during it. I feel like it needed a more it needed more, you know,
Mhm.
like it was very trebly.
Well,
Maybe
you
it's my headphones.
drive it home at the end, right?
Yeah. Maybe it's just because they built it such a high that my
Mm.
expectations by that point were just impossible to
Yeah,
live up
it
to.
couldn't stack anymore.
Yeah, like we're running out of room,
Uh,
dude. You know, but yeah, I do agree. I feel like it's the song that keeps giving. You know,
yeah, yeah.
like
Mhm.
I what like if I was to compare it to Sakura Zuki, right? And I'm only doing this because it's their last single. I know we shouldn't always compare, but I honestly, if we were just purely talking about genre and style, Sakura Zuki would be my preferred genre and style. I prefer like the elegant, the very beautiful kind of
Mm.
aesthetic, right? And that's what obviously what Sakura Zuki goes for. So
Mhm.
it's not even like what people might be assuming. It's like, oh, it's because Jimmy's K Army and this is a very Keyaki Zaka song, dude. You know, that's not why. It's just that this song is just Sakura Zuki's biggest crime is that it's boring, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Right? It's
like, I can't even remember how
uninteresting.
the melody goes.
Yeah, like after you listen to it once, you're like, okay, I get it.
Uh-huh.
This song, I feel like every time I listen to it, it's just more layers to enjoy.
Mm.
You know, like probably like obviously, you know, the bass is the first thing you hear, so
Oh,
like
yeah.
that's gonna be the most apparent thing. There's like a really
Mhm.
heavy slap bass. None of that boring, just playing the root note for Sakurazaka. You know,
Uh-huh.
we got actual fucking bass lines, dude.
Mhm, mhm.
This one though, but you know, like the pianos does so much. You know, the
Yeah, yeah,
guitar.
yeah. And
Even as a guitarist, go ahead.
even, like, the different style of keyboards they use, like, they use some keyboards, but they also use some, like, upright piano sounding kinda, like, tunes to it and everything. It's just, like, all those little different textures, like, added so much to it. And even the horns when they came in, I
Yeah.
was like, "Okay, this
Hmm.
just, like, adds in a little bit more."
Mhm. Like, I feel like the guitars were just the perfect amount of reserve to
Mhm.
still be driving and still to be there to be a force, but to not like uh take away from everything else that it's supporting, right?
Mm, mhm.
Um, but yeah, this was it for me, dude. I am so happy.
Yeah.
This has really rejuvenated my excitement for Sakurazaka.
for
right?
sure.
I think the first thing was third gen, but obviously Sakurazuki was kind of eh. The best thing from that was probably the couplings and the third gen track. But now we have a solid A side. I'm just looking more forward to all the B sides now. You know, I feel like I
Mm,
haven't been this like anticipating of a Sakurazaka release in so long.
yeah. With the B sides, I feel like it has potential to be like their best single.
Hmm. Um, so that was the song. What do you think about the video, Josh? Oh, your audio cut out,
Hey.
Josh.
Oh, hello,
Oh,
hello.
go. Yeah, yeah. Go back. You were like underwater for a second.
Oh, really? Oh, that was weird.
Yeah.
I think what they had to work with, they were able to use to its max potential. Like they're
Mm,
generally in this room, and they go to like the other room, and I think they were able to use it more than what I've seen other groups use more space with.
yeah, 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 yeah. Like this whole the majority of this PV is set in like a an office,
Mhm,
right? And there's like a couple different locations in the office, but they do a lot with it. You know what I mean? Like it just you know from the general like everybody working area to the conference room. I love
mhm.
that they incorporated the circular design of the furniture with the choreography. You got some excellent habu shots there, dude. Um, and then yeah, I agree. I think they did use the location very well.
Mhm. Yeah, the lighting was
Everyone
really nice.
also. Hmm.
It was almost like
Yeah,
a,
yeah.
how do I describe it? Like soft with hard lighting together. So,
Hmm.
like, it's
Yeah,
almost
yeah,
like
yeah.
fake sunlight lighting. Like, you notice the fill on their face, but then they have, like, harsh shadows running across them.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's very intentional, right? Like yeah,
Mhm,
their faces are very for the most part evenly lit, except for when you want it to be very contrasty and punchy, then that
mhm.
obviously is the case. But then
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
otherwise, like you know, like if you look at the folds on their outfit and things like that, you see a lot of texture and shadows there, right?
Mhm, mhm.
Yo, whoever did the makeup for this PV needs a raise, dude.
Oh.
Everyone looked fantastic this PV,
Uh-huh.
dude.
Yeah.
Everyone was gorgeous, dude. I don't think anyone had a single look that I was like, nah, this ain't it, dude. You know what I mean? I think this is
Mm.
some of the best looks I've seen on all these members and all, and not in a while, but just in general, right? I think they all looked really great this PV.
I think there was a sense of, like, almost, like, clean looking, but, like,
Mm,
still being, like, a little bit on the edge with, like, the eyeliner that they put on and everything. Like,
yeah,
just
yeah,
having
yeah.
that little bit of, like, the standard, but then, like, a little jar in there, a little jarring.
Hmm.
So, like, it's able
Yeah,
to, like,
yeah.
be able to shine, like, and you're able to see in the outfits too, like, where the some have, like, subtle stripes, or some have vertical lines, or some have chokers. It's just, like, that little bit to, like, turn it.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I feel like that's a very apt, right? It's just got that little bit of edge. And I think
Mhm.
it's really fitting for just this PV thematically, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Where
Mhm.
it's what is it, you know, the whole idea is like breaking free of constraints, right?
Mhm.
And so like maybe that clean look is a little bit more indicative of like, you know, the societal restraints. I gotta look and present a certain way, but then you just add a little bit of edge to pierce through that, right?
Mhm.
um just like, you know, your boring mundane office life, dude, you know.
Mhm. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was pretty enjoyable. Like, it's nothing that, like, when I compare, like, other Sakurazaka A-sides, like, thematically, I can see how this is being consistent, but I feel like the other ones maybe wowed me a little more.
Mm-hmm.
But I still feel like this is, like, definitely, like, in the same category, like, in the same tier.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you want to tier their PVs, or at least for the A sides? For the A sides.
I have to look at them again.
Oh, okay, okay. I was curious where you'd put this one versus like a few of the others, but we can do that some other time.
I mean, if I
Um,
were just to guess, this will definitely be, like, A or S, you know?
mm, what would you put above it? I feel like you have something in mind.
Like, Nagare-dama, probably.
Yeah, I can see that. If I were to put something in above this, it would be Nagare Dama. I think
Uh-huh.
I I prefer the look of this PV more personally,
Oh.
but I think Nagare Dama is the better music video.
Mm, mhm.
Um, it's just, you know, I there's so many Habu moments, it's a certified W for me, dude.
Nezuko is probably up there too.
Hmm. What So shall we give it its rankings then?
A
We've
rating,
given
yeah.
this a watch. Yeah, the
Huh?
ratings. Sorry, not rankings, ratings. Let's start with the PV since we're just talking about it.
Okay.
On go, 1 to 10 scale. On go, 3, 2, 1, go. 9.
9. Okay. 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 Okay.
Mr. Box. Okay. All
We're
right.
agreeing.
Okay.
We're agreeing. Okay.
Oh, we're agreeing with. Okay. Anyways, let's rate the.
I see, but with the PV, I can be convinced to like an 8, which is usually the opposite of what I say. Of like I could be convinced up. But this one, I was like almost in the middle, but I leaned
Hmm.
towards the 9. Maybe because it's fresh still, but like I don't know, it's somewhere around there.
Yeah, I think everything about this PV just looks really good. I like the concept. Maybe if anything, I would have liked to see a little bit more of a literal narrative,
Mm.
But I did like the homages throughout, right? Like
Yeah.
the big huddle up, but then they used it in a creative way,
Oh
dude, to
yeah,
make
for
the
sure.
ramp.
Yeah. Yeah. The choreography, I
Even
feel like played a big part into this PV of why I liked it so much.
yeah, yeah. Even the Yui Pon hug, everyone's got me included. I'm still a little bit scared, nervous. What does this mean? But I saw a tweet referencing how it's similar to Kuroi Hitsuji, and then that
Mm.
just made me emotional. Right, you had the very emotional embrace between Hirate and what is it, Pon in that PV as well, and so
Mm.
definitely gave me vibes.
Won't be surprised
Um,
if one graduates a single. What?
don't say that, brother. But yeah, I do see that maybe it lacks some kind of maybe interesting set element, maybe to make it a little bit busy, like how Nagare Dama had all like the rose petals and stuff.
They could have been with like papers, staplers.
hmm but yeah, so definitely yeah, so nines from both Josh and I for the PV. Now what about the song?
Oh, the song, okay.
All right.
This is the first time I
On
listened to it, so Jimmy's had more time to like sit on it.
true. True. All right, on go. 3, 2, 1, go. 10.
I think I had to go 10. Yeah.
Oh,
There's a
this
there's
is a
a
first.
this is the first that me and Jimmy agree on a song.
I For me, I'm like, dude, if I'm not gonna like if I don't use the 10 now, when else will I gonna use
Exactly.
the
That
10,
was the
dude?
same exact thinking I was going through. I was like, man, like if I was thinking about 9, I was like, should I go 9? But I'm like, what's like then what would be a 10? Like what else would
hmm
I put? This is like everything that I like in a song. It's like the changes that it does. It takes you through a journey.
hmm
It's a little funky. You have the bass line in there. You have the horns. You have the strings come in. There's so many elements that I really like in songs, and why give it less?
Yeah, see, because for me, I'm always like the 10 has to be like the perfect song. I have nothing to complain about. All
Mm,
right. And then I was like, I I don't want to think that this song is perfect, but I don't have any complaints. Okay, I guess I do have one, and maybe I could be convinced down. But literally, my only complaint was I wish the Fujiyoshi Karen line or whoever has that solo during the bridge was a little bit longer because
mm,
that shit was gorgeous, dude. That was unctuous, dude. You know what I
mm,
mean? Like I like felt the type of way when I first heard it, dude, and I'm just like, dude, Sakurazaka, more of that, you know. And if I'm gonna be ultra critical, maybe a little bit more of maybe just have more of a melody in the verses. But I think this is one of those songs where having that kind of drivey verse is you know uh it adds to the song. It's there, it's that way for a reason, dude.
mhm, mhm, mhm. I thought I can see where you come from for that. I just wish there was
hmm
good if there was a guitar solo.
Nah, dude, that piano solo was it, dude. That was
Yeah.
so good, dude.
Uh-huh. No, yeah,
Oh,
it's super enjoyable. I can't wait to listen to it again.
mhm. But
And chat
yeah,
saying
that
if it's on girls' rule level, I would say that it's still 10 out of 10. It's just for different reasons, you know?
Yeah. You can't compare them. It's apples and oranges, dude. You just had a
Uh-huh.
10. You have a 10 orange and you have a 10 apple. It just so happens that girls' rule is an orange, and I like oranges more, right? But this is still a 10 apple, you know.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I just like
But
that you like oranges and hate apples.
it's
But
kind of
go
a
10 out of
strong
10.
word in this strong word in this kind of in this case, dude. Uh, but anyways, let's keep talking. We've got the formation. Obviously, this was what is it? Built on the well, this was revealed on the Sokosaku episodes, the most recent one.
Mhm.
So let's give it a look. So we, of course, we have our center Fujoshi Karen, did a great job, and then to her sides we have Honos and Ten, and then Moria Rena and Run Run. These are going to
Mhm.
be the five members who are all the centers of the previous singles up until now.
Look, Yuipon's true center. You know what that means, chat?
Stop, dude. Stop, dude.
All signs, you know?
But then to their sides we have Koike and Habu. Excellent. Excellent right side there, and then Kira and Matsuda Reina. I think I was very surprised to see Kira up front, or not up front, but in the second row. Uh, Good for her, dude. I think she deserves it.
Mhm.
And I'm not inclined to use the D word. A lot of people get partial about that, but every time I watch Tokusaku, I'm thankful that Kira joined Sakurazaka.
Yeah.
Anyways, we have the back row center Ozono Rei, and to her sides we have Kosaka Marino and Uemura Rina.
Classic.
Then
Classic
Saito
move.
Fuyuka, Mu cursed to always be behind the tall girls, dude. Um, it is a damn shame,
They just do it on purpose at
uh,
this point.
could they have easily switched her out with Chuke, had her more visible in front of these two shorties and also to the side? Sure, but that would make too much sense. Anyway, side of we have Saito Fuyuka and Onuma Akiho, and then to the side of that, on the outside, we have Chuke and Inoue Rina, dude.
Did uh did management forget how to count? Because I
Hmm?
count. Did management forget how to count? Because I count 10 people here and not the traditional 8.
Oh yeah, dude. You may have noticed that we have all of the first and second gen members of Sakurazaka in this Senbatsu.
Get ready for the grand hiatus of all the first gen
Minus
members.
Endo Hikaru, who is still on
Oh
hiatus,
no.
dude.
The one
Big
time.
Sag. Big Sag, dude. We finally would have gotten her in something, but fate has deemed us cursed, dude.
What if
And
management
so
was
we
just
don't
like,
have.
huh, look at this formation. It would be perfect if one member wasn't there. Who could that one member
Endo, we're
be?
gonna need you to go on hiatus, okay?
You get a vacation.
All right, let's put the tinfoil hat away. All right, you just. But yeah, so this is an all Senbatsu member, which means we don't have a Sakura 8
Mm-mm.
for this. There's no Sakura 8, and there's no Bax member.
Nope.
Um, thank fucking god. I can actually look forward to these B sides even more so now, dude. You
Mm.
know what I mean?
Ready for that third gen concert though, you know?
I mean, dude, I'm excited to see what kind of units that we get for
Oh yeah, you're
the B
right.
sides. You know
Well,
what
we
I
gotta
mean?
get at least one third gen song, right? Because like they're not in this main single.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get a third gen, and then oh god, do you
Right. Maybe front
here,
row or first gen
here's
to
my
second gen. Maybe they'll go
here's
generation.
my prediction. Here's my prediction, and I hope I'm fucking wrong. I hope I'm
The
so
Yui
fucking
Pong
wrong.
graduation single.
Yeah, I was like, it's gonna be by gen. First
Uh-huh.
gen song, second gen song, third gen song, and first
Hmm.
gen song is gonna be Yuipon Center and then
Oh,
a Yuipon graduation song.
yeah, yeah. I mean, they do the B side with this crew again. They do the Gen songs. That's 4, and they do the Yui Pon solo grad song. There you go. I mean, we saw in the music video. You saw the hug. That hug isn't for nothing.
Yo, I'm praying the devil away, dude. I'm
True
praying the
center.
devil away.
True-
Josh has no power here. Josh has no power here. uh, but anyways, yes. That is this is the formation. Looking forward to seeing the excuse me, seeing the rest of the B sides. Are you back? You've been
Yeah, your
you've
sneeze woke me up.
you've been exercised, dude. You've been
Your sneeze
exercised.
woke me up.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that is it for the Sakurazaka46 news. Exciting times, dude. It's kind of wild if you think about it. That means they've been recording and rehearsing for this PV all while preparing and probably performing their third tour. So
That's true. Staying busy.
good on them, dude. Yeah, busy
Yeah.
time. Looking forward to their next their next PVs to come out from this
Oh yeah,
single.
for sure. Can't wait to see what's next.
Hmm. But yeah, let's move on to some Nogizaka 46 news. First of all, we got a new stage play. Uh, Josh, do you like shoujo manga?
You know, there's a time and a place. You know.
Do you like shoujo manga featuring a girl in a cursed family, where each member is representative of someone in the mythological Chinese zodiac? Well, I have the perfect drama for you, or
And if
stage
there's a
play.
rat and a cat and a fox living in the same house as there.
Yeah, dude. A Doragon, maybe, dude.
Oh,
Anyways, we have our girl Christie. You know, Yak herself, Yoshida Ayano Christie, will be starring in the stage play Fruits Basket, the second season.
wait, is that where Yak comes from? I always heard him. Didn't know, give him her
You know,
initials.
that's her initials, bro.
I think. Never mind. Okay, keep going.
Um. Anyways, yeah. So as I mentioned, it's a stage play of the very popular shoujo manga Fruits Basket.
Mhm.
Uh, was it? I my sibling used to collect these back in the day while we were growing up.
Oh,
So it's kind of funny seeing this, but yeah. So here we have uh the curse that connects 12 signs of the zodiac. What will they think and decide before the endless feast? Toru Honda, who lost her only family member, her mother, after living in a tent on the grounds of the venerable Soma family. She moved in with the landlords, Shigure Soma, and her classmates Yuki Soma and Kyo Soma. Just as she thinks her warm daily life is about to begin, she finds herself entangled into the hidden destiny of the Soma family. Yes, in the spiral of the curse spun from hundreds of years ago. Anyways, yeah, their families all zodiac members. But anyways,
mhm.
so yeah, we have like a little promotional image here. There's our girl Christy, a bunch of cute boys. You know, this is yeah going to be there's gonna be 14 performances from October 6th to the 15th, dude.
It's the second season too. So, was she in the other one?
Hmm. I can't remember. I feel
Okay.
like I want to say yes, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
But yeah, this is for the second season. And hey, if you're on the mobile app, the Sakura or Nogizaka mobile, you are eligible for pre-application. This
Oh.
also began last Friday, and it goes up to June 4th. So you can go ahead and try to get your ticket now for the October showing. You know, if you know you're going to be in Japan around that time and you want to go
Yeah.
see Yak and Fruit Basket,
Mhm.
yeah, you can do that there, and you can use this link here. But yeah, that good for her. Always like to see her getting some more work.
Fruits
Uh,
Basket is a classic. I'll
it
check it out.
is. Yeah. All right, next bit of Nogizaka 46 news. Our girl Endo Sakura will be appearing in the FOD original TV series Truck Girl.
Oh, my
Dude,
favorite.
you know that Fuji TV video distribution service.
My favorite
FOD.
channel.
Yeah, everyone loves FOD, dude. Uh
At least some like off-brand like spam.
Anyway, so this original TV show is inspired by the social media account of 22-year-old female truck driver named Truck Mei Mei, who has become a social media sensation for the way she wears a slightly unusual T-shirt and boozes it up after work.
That's an interesting
Endo
inspiration.
Endo will play the main character of the show, Kurate Jun, a female truck driver. Please look forward to it. Chat has graciously provided us some pictures of this, and
Oh,
I think it was what is it? Someone in the Discord was saying how if she can pull this off, I would be very impressed because this is definitely very outside of the what is it? Uh kind of
range.
like the image, yeah, the range I guess we have, or at least I have of Endo. So I'm very curious, dude. Look at her, dude, just working hard and boozing it up after work, dude. um
Yeah, when you look at the inspiration, it's it's gonna be interesting how they do this.
yeah, it's I don't know. I'm hoping that she does like a good job of really playing out to the inspiration, right?
Because there's like a
Like they're
direct
saying,
person that they're building this
yeah,
on.
yeah, it's a real person that they're basing it off of, right? Um I don't know. I hope it doesn't end up too cutesy. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
how and obviously this is me talking from just my perception of Endo, you know? So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she just fucking kills this. She's just rough. She's like, she's just eating her food and drinking her beer, dude. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But
Yeah, I still
honestly,
don't
I
see
can
the
imagine. Okay.
I still don't see the connection why they chose
Yeah.
Endo.
Yeah. I was like, really? I can feel like what happened to Tamura Mayu, dude? You know what I mean? Like the
The
factory
actual
worker.
work
I could,
experience
yeah, yeah.
draws inspiration from it.
hmm But yeah, this will be interesting to see. I can't imagine what it must be like to be this girl, dude. Just fucking like, oh, dude, I was just showing my life, but I guess now there's a drama based off of me,
Right?
dude.
It's
I
crazy.
just, I just wanted to drink beer and eat gyoza, dude.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's
Hmm.
crazy. I can't even imagine.
Yeah. So something tells me that if I were to start posting myself eating gyoza and drinking beer, that people would not care as much.
You never know, Jimmy. You never know till you try.
True, true.
Just
But
show yourself lifting weights, talking about photography, watching idols, eating food. Dude, I think you
mm,
got this.
okay, we'll see, we'll see. But anyway, so Truck Girl will begin streaming Wednesday, July 19th. It's gonna be 6 episodes long, and yeah, make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Moving right on along, we have probably the long awaited news from Nogizaka this week, anyways. We've got a new photo book and title announced, or photo book covers and title announced. We talked about um, what is it? Kubo Shiori, right? We announced that last or a couple weeks back. She's getting a new photo book. This was been shot. This one being shot in her hometown, and over the course of a year, etc. She's really been looking forward to this, etc. Well, we got the title for that now. It will be Kosaten, dude, or intersection, if you will. And as always, we're gonna get 4 different types of covers. So, what is it? Let's see. Comment from Kubo Shiori about the title. A crossroads is a place where we choose which path to take and where people meet each other. I have met many times at crossroads in my life, made choices, and now I have arrived at a loving place called Nogizaka 46. I was born and raised in Tohoku. What kind of scenery have I encountered and what kind of paths have I taken? I hope you will take a look.
Oh,
Dude, I was not sold on this photo book at all, but reading that now, I'm like, I have to buy it. I have to support the
who needs
kid.
Aki P's little Obi when we have this?
Yeah, dude, an actual thoughtful one. I gotta zoom
Right?
this out. These photos they uploaded are fucking huge. But anyway, so here
Appreciate
are
it.
the different covers. We have the regular edition,
Hmm.
the 7-net version,
Hmm.
the Rakuten version, and of course the Kinokuniya version, dude.
I see she likes a certain side of her face.
Oh yeah, you mean was it the right side, kind of from the back, dude?
Uh-huh. See, she's a fan of that.
How do I look? Is this the look?
Sorry, you know Kubo Shiori.
Fuck. But uh, I'm kind of I'm not sure which of these I like the most, to be honest. I think if I were to narrow it down, I think the regular version is probably my least favorite. Right.
Oh, okay.
So well, it's a little I don't know. It's a little cropped in too tightly. I'm not a big fan of that expression. It's that very what is it? The innocent, vulnerable kind of look. You know what I
Mm.
mean? It's a personal thing. I don't really like it. Um, I
I get that for the third
I
one more.
yeah. I would put the third one next, and then tie for favorite is either probably going to be the seven net or the Kinokuniya. I think the Kinokuniya is kind of more of what I want from Kubo, right? It's very cute.
Mhm.
She's like, oh, she's a kid, dude. But I think if you're with kind of like that more mature look, I definitely think the seven net one kind of encapsulates that very well.
Mm. I was gonna say I don't like the lighting for the last one, just because it's very like almost like raccoonized because it's like with the dark.
Because yeah,
I
yeah.
think that's my biggest problem with it.
I
Like
mean, shooting in
I like the
snow is kind
idea.
of
I like the
hard,
idea
dude.
of it.
It's a lot of light bouncing around everywhere.
Yeah, they have a little flash in her eye. You see it.
Mm.
I was gonna say with the first picture, they like touched it up a little bit too much. Like you can tell it's like they put skin texture on there or something.
Yeah.
And you can see in the eye is like way too smoothed out.
Mhm.
It's like they took out all the details from like the white of
Yeah,
her
it's
eyes.
real. It's a real soft, dude.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I just wanted to mention that, but yeah, I think the 7net is my favorite. Just because of the pose, I feel like fits a little bit more. Um, the Rakuten one does kind of have that like posing too, but I feel like having the triangle and then like she's doing emotion, she's doing activity, kind of just adds to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one's just kind of it's very posed, right? Where this one kind of feels like it's in action, right? She's like
Mm-hmm.
in the middle of tying her hair back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or at least that's the vibe that they're trying to give.
Mm-hmm. And then you tell her, "Oh, I forgot the key." She turns around, looks at you mad.
She's like, huh? Bro, what? you know? Um, dude, her eyes in this one are freaking huge, dude.
Mm.
She's like a straight up like a Disney character, dude. But yeah, Kubo's very cute. So I'm interested in seeing where the direction this photo book is going to take, how they're going to navigate some of like obviously every photo book has to have like the more provocative images, but like for me, I like I said, I have this image of Kubo in my head as being a very cutesy kind of member.
Mm.
So it'd be interesting to see how they navigate that, right? Like I don't think they necessarily should play into my image of Kubo. I have nothing against them trying to explore a more mature and adult version, if you will, but I just want to, as long as it's tasteful, right, and it doesn't seem too gratuitous. I think I'll be open minded.
Yeah. I agree. It's like every photo book, right? Where it's like
Mm.
there's a certain balance you have to do, and if you don't do it, then
Yeah,
it ain't worth it.
yeah. I'm certainly not like a Puritan in the sense that like, oh, the second they like show like anything above their calf, I'm like, oh no, too lewd,
No, but
like I, yeah, it's fine, but it's just more on how it's done, right? If it's interesting visually or from a narrative standpoint, then
I used to like Kubo Shiori until she became a
oh
wench.
no, yeah, harlot, yeah, please don't be weird about that, dude. Your
Mhm.
idols are multifaceted and multidimensional, dude. They can
Yes,
have
they are people.
different aspects, yeah. But yeah, I'm curious. I think that's kind of where I'm at with this photo book. I'm more curious. I'm not sure if it's like a must buy for me or not yet.
Mm.
We'll see. If there's a lot of like, sorry, I keep clicking with a standby. If there's a lot of like Tochigi and like just different like sceneries and stuff like that, and it's Kubo
Yeah.
interacting with that, then I think it'll be much more. I'll be much more interested in buying it. But if it's
Yeah, and
kind
I
of
think that
just
kinda
like,
goes with the theme too of the photo book
mhm,
itself of, like, visiting her parents'
not
hometown
Tochigi, Tohoku. Sorry. Mhm.
and, like, being able to explore, maybe find out new places, find out old places that they used to visit. And that concept in itself, I feel like they could run on.
Yeah. I think if it's just the case, I'd rather have it be more of like a retrospective kind of look, right? Like more of like oh, these are all the sceneries that I grew up in, kind of thing, and not so
Mm,
much the girlfriend on a date photo book, right?
mm, mhm,
Um, and you know, obviously, this is me being selfish. I get that there's probably younger people who are more likely to see Kubo in that kind of way and want that kind of girlfriend book. That's great, but just for me personally, I think I'd rather, yeah, kind of have like a her showing us all these things, right? Like almost like a yeah, it's like a kind of like an insider's look into her life growing up. I think that'd be much more interesting to
mm.
me as an idol fan, right?
Yeah, just like, Nagahama Neru's, right?
Yeah, so good for Kubo. Keep an eye out on that photo book. We'll see down the line what we get from there. But anyways, we still got one last bit of Nogi Zaka 46 news. As you guys are aware, they will be starting their dome tour later this summer. Of course, they do it every year, the Manatsu no Dome tour. Um, and as we've discussed, Seigo will no longer be directing that. So you can see what a Seigo-less concert will look like. Is it good enough? Is the difference enough to justify abuse? Highly doubt. But if you are curious to see it for yourself, there's a few different ways you can pre-apply now. They have opened up pre-applications. If you are either from a mobile member of the website, from Mobame, or or if you have a Nogi Doga application or the JTB Access Tour second pre-application, right, for the Okinawa performance.
Mm.
Um, so I think that's through the travel agency, right?
Oh, okay.
Um, yeah, yeah. So that period will be from May 28th up to June 4th. So
Cool.
yeah, if you are participating in any of these different things, such as Nogi Doga or Mobame, you have until the 4th to do your application for pre-application for Midsummer Tour. Um,
Exciting.
Yeah, yeah, exciting. I always really enjoy Manatsu no Dome tour, so I'm keeping an eye open. Hopefully, we get like a live stream or something like that.
Yeah, and
Which
just to remind
either
you
way,
that
I'm not gonna stay up for, dude.
the whole concert tour goes from July 1st all the way till August 28th in different
Yeah,
cities
yeah,
and prefectures.
and of course, we gotta wrap it up in Meiji Jingu, dude. This will be their
Ooh.
last time, dude.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Getting torn down, right?
big Sag, yeah, big Sag.
That's alright, it'll be
Um,
upgraded and it'll be, the Nogizaka Stadium.
Ooh, okay, all right. I'm sold. I'm sold. Okay. But anyways, yeah, make sure you check that out. Get your tickets to go see them at Meiji Jingu for probably, or not probably, but before the last time you'll ever be able to see them at Meiji Jingu. But that is it for the Nogizaka 46 news. So you know what that means? That means that's it for all of the news this week. So we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back with the TV show highlights. And we're back. Hey, you know what time it is? It's time for the TV show highlights. It's part of the show where we go back. We talk about the previous week's episodes. We got, of course, the regular shows: Hinata Zaka de Ama Show, Soko Magatara Sakurazaka, and Nogizaka Koji Chu. But of course, sometimes we watch anything else throughout the week. We might talk about that too.
Mhm.
Anything you watched this week, Josh?
I did watch a one thing. It
Hmm.
was with it was what's the uh, it was Ariyoshi E
Oh,
and
eh? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it was Nogizaka member Aruno, and she was in there. She was walking around with them, and then she played. What did she play? Oh, she played Switch Sports. You know how this Wii Sports. This is the Switch version
Mm-hmm.
of it. So she was playing that with them. Did horribly, even though she said she was really good at the beginning. She's like, I could probably get a record in this,
Oh, pro gamer, dude.
but did not do so well during the actual competition. So if you want to
Rip.
see a frustrated, I don't know, go ahead and check that out.
Oh, cute. Okay, I'll probably give that a watch after
By
this.
frustrated, it's a little, 'cause she's a little nervous, in front of die senpai, but
Mm-hmm. I watched a couple of things. Obviously, I watched the beginning of the show during the pre-show. I was finishing up a video I was already watching on YouTube. This is on the Hinata Zaka channel. This is
mm,
Takamoto Aika going about buying knives, dude.
mm,
She's hitting up some very popular knife stores, trying to find like the perfect knife. She wants to cut some fish at home, serve some nice Thai. Um, Very enjoyable. I don't know. This is the kind of shit I just watch in general, regardless of it being an idol. So I was very
Uh-huh.
hyped to see, like, oh shit, dude. Okay, we got fucking Takamoto Ayaka doing it.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
Like an English title
Um,
would be like, "Oh, trying finding out the best knife," or
yeah,
$2,000 knife versus $5
yeah,
knife.
yeah, exactly. Um, and then aside from that, I also watch Nogizaka Asobu Dake, right?
Mm.
Uh, what is it? This week they're going to a game show, or not a game show, a game center, like an arcade.
Oh.
And it was featuring my younger sister Mukai Hazuki taking
Mm.
out my daughter, her niece, Tomisato now, as well as her friend Satsuki and Tamura Mayu
Oh,
to
okay.
the game center. It was very cute. It was Mukai being the senpai dude. It was like, okay, I got this. I'll pay. Uh, trying, just play different games, dude. Did some of the gotcha. They tried they played some Space Invader. They were very bad at Space Invader,
Oh,
and
really? Mhm.
I was trying not to get mad because I was like, nah, this is me being a boomer. I gotta
Mhm.
accept that this is before their time, dude. They're
Uh-huh.
like, how do you play this? This is only like 2 FPS, dude. You know.
Not even. It's like 1, isn't it?
Mhm. But yeah, that's definitely a cute one, a fun one. What is it? I it's also there's one part that I don't know why it stood out to me, but there was like a gotcha machine with a Hawks from My Hero Academia in it,
Oh, okay.
and then Tamura Mayu, not yeah, Tamura Mayu being the fucking dork that she is, the otaku. She's like, oh, that's my Oshimen, dude. And then they're like, Heroaka. And they're like, so,
Uh-huh.
like, and then like they're like, oh, like Hazuki's like, I don't know shit about that. Yeah, you have to tell me about that, dude. And it just makes me think about how people are just surprised when Japanese people don't watch anime, and I'm like, that's just most people, dude.
You mean not everyone in Japan watches anime and has a
But
samurai
this
sword?
shit is everywhere. This shit is everywhere. Yeah. But yeah, let's get to the regular shows, shall we? First up is Hinata Zaka de Aima Show.
I'll be honest, I only watched half of one show and half of another show. I didn't watch a
Oh
complete show today.
no. Which okay, so you watched Kojichu, I'm guessing, because it's on YouTube.
I watched,
So
like, the
easy,
second half
so
of it.
accessible. The second half of it, I see.
Uh-huh. I don't
And
know why the
then
second half.
you watch the first half of Sokosaku.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. I will cover
Go ahead, you
Hinata
got this.
Zakadama Show. This one is actually really entertaining. Uh it was there's a lot of reference. So basically it's they just did Hina Tansai, huge performance at Yokohama Arena, dude. It's a very big deal. And so they're trying to find out who's got the most Yokohama vibes out
Oh,
of the member. And like I don't know, I don't really get the premise, I guess, in a sense, because I'm not Japanese, so I don't really understand what like the Yokohama vibes would be, right? But like, they do like a little quiz shit. But the beginning was cute. Members are trying to fucking talk about like how Yokohama they are, dude. And they're
what are some examples they gave?
oh, well, because like, what is it like? Takamoto's like, oh, well, so I'm from Kanagawa, so I've never said I was from Yokohama, right? They're like, yeah, because you can't. You're not from Yokohama. You're from Kanagawa, dude. But it's like, yeah, I guess it's fucking close, you know. And then she's like, oh,
Mm.
but I always wish that I could have said that my hometown's fucking Yokohama. They're like, all right, I guess, dude. And then Susie comes up. It's like, oh, Susie was funny. She's like, yeah, dude. I'm actually the closest one to Yokohama. Like, oh yeah, she's like, yeah, I'm from Kanagawa, but like the part right next to it, dude. I could just fucking dip my foot out, dude. Just and she was like, like putting her fit, like pointing it out, like, oh yeah, dude,
Mhm.
I could just do that, dude. And then she's like, oh, I'm hoping that after today's episode, I'll just fucking just jump right in. And they're like, stop, fucking and they asked if anybody was actually from Yokohama, dude. And then was it Ushio, right? She's like, oh, me actually. Like, when we're not in Indonesia, dude.
Of course.
You know, is it Yokohama the capital of Kanagawa? Sorry, but I guess like they're not. Is Yokohama yeah, but they're not like in Yokohama, I think is the point, right? Sorry, I don't know enough about prefectures to know the geography about it. So
Yeah, I thought
chat
it
is
was a
correcting me.
prefecture. No, no, no.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess Yokohama is the capital of Kanagawa, possibly. Either way, um,
Sumida raised her hand, but they ignored her.
yeah. But yeah. So the rest of the episode is pretty cute. They're asking them like Yokohama based questions and stuff like that. Um, what is it? That or like questions about Yokohama and questions about Degawa Tetsuro, the comedian dude, right? Because he's from Yokohama.
Ah.
So like what was it? There was a really funny question. It was like, oh okay, there's this one show or movie. There's like 7 different movies, right? It's a uh Abunai Deka. And like they're like, okay, Abunai Dekai was called this, then Abunai Deka 2 was called this, and 3 was called this for the they kept doing, and they're like, okay, what was the seventh one called? And then yeah, the titles that they came up with were pretty funny. Like Koni what is that? Okay, Kishi Hodoka, she's like one more dangerous Deka. Like in English. And like that shit had me actually busting up, dude. It was so fucking silly. There's a few moments that I like legit laughed out loud watching this.
Mm.
Um so I definitely I think that even if you don't know a lot about like Yokohama or Kanagawa, like obviously I don't, but it's definitely easy enough to follow.
Okay.
Definitely if you wait for subs, probably be even funnier, but I think it's
Mm.
definitely a good recommend, dude. That moment was really funny, dude. One more dangerous deck. um, what is it? After that, we have Sokosaku. This week was
Mm-hmm.
the reaction
Oh.
quiz. Oh, no, quiz, but the reaction check. Right,
Yeah.
of course, you go to ride roller coasters, featuring the third gen members as well as the Shin Nikise, right? The
Okay.
2.5 gen members,
Mm-hmm.
because they actually haven't had their locate shot, dude.
Yeah,
Their
glad they got the
reaction check yet.
chance because it was
Yeah,
worth
yeah.
it.
Kind. What since you watched part of it,
Uh
I'll let
huh.
you go. What was the highlight for the parts that you watched?
I like Kita's reaction because like everyone's like expecting her to do a certain thing. She goes in, she's like, just, like, closing her eyes and like struggling, and then you see her
mm,
reaction. He's like, "Oh no!" I
was it?
always like the when you expect one thing and then you get the other thing. And I feel
Mm,
like the reactions were on point in this episode because like whenever the person did something, it was on the person, and they're like, "Oh," like do the cringe reaction.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, Kyoto's was funny because she was trying to be like dependable, right?
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
like, "Oh, I was just trying to have," yeah, because she was like trying to talk to the other girl, right? Just
Hmm.
to like, so she won't be as scared. And they're like, "You dude, shut the fuck up, Kira." She's like watching that back. She's like, "I did not realize I talked that much." Dude.
Who was
That shit was cute.
the member who on camera looked all nice, but then like on the roller coaster, she's like like yelling at the other girl. It was a new
Uh,
gen.
was it
Jack could probably tell me who it is if you don't know.
was yelling at her?
Yeah, she's like Hikaru or something.
Can't remember.
Yeah,
Was it with Kira? The one with Kira?
was it?
No, I don't know. I'm asking you. I don't know. I can't
I
remember.
don't remember who she was with.
Yeah, I don't remember who you're talking
I just remember
about.
she
But
was on the left side.
maybe someone watching this, if you watched it and you can drop a comment, let us know.
I just remember that being funny because they were like during the studio shoot she acted so nice, but then when you see her in the situation, like totally different person.
Yeah. God, who was that? Uh, anyways, what is it? Matono Miu was funny, right? She's the youngest member of third gen. She was the one that's like, what is it? I like she's the one that like loves porn. It's like I want to be like porn and shit
Mm.
like that. It's like, oh, dude, I'm gonna drool a little bit, dude, just like porn, dude. And she fucking did. And
Oh
then
yeah,
porn,
uh-huh.
like, oh, she's like, her comments like, oh, I want to get praised by porn, dude.
Hmm.
Uh, and porn hit her with the like, oh, next time let's write it together. And she just fucking squealed, dude. I'm not sure you saw that part. That shit was so fucking cute, dude. Uh, I was
True
like, damn, dude,
fan.
we got some hardcore fangirls, dude.
Uh-huh.
Uh, what is it? Murayu. I think she's very much growing up. What is it? in my ranks for third gen. She's one of
Oh.
the new third gen members, dude. One of the two new ones that debuted later.
Mhm.
She was the jock, right?
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, definitely
Um,
stands out for sure.
but then yeah, her reaction, she was just chilling, dude.
Yeah, she's like,
Um,
"Oh, this is fun."
yeah, she's having a good time.
Uh-huh.
There was one, oh, it was the Kojima, Nagisa, and Ishimori Rika pair, right? Rika was like, they're like, oh shit, she had to retire. She was crying. She couldn't do it, dude. She was
Mhm.
just way too scared. And then they jump cut from that to Kojima on the roller coaster by herself.
Yeah.
And something about that cut made me laugh. I was like, damn, dude, that's fucked up. Because I thought, like, oh, she retired. Okay, they both just go down. Like, oh no, you're still going.
Yeah, yeah. You thought you could get away with it? Nah.
Yeah, that one was really funny. Definitely a good watch. I can't obviously a
Mhm.
lot of very entertaining reactions. I can't remember them all off the top of my head, but definitely strong recommend. The reaction check episodes are always fun.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, last show is Koji Chu. Right, this week we're continuing on with the Onisan Presento. Right, what is it, Senshiken, right, or giving them
Mm.
the, like, was it the members will give a present. Banana Man will have to guess which one of them the present's for.
Mhm.
And man, they got none of these
I
right
know,
this
right?
week.
Nonstop is
They're
the
like,
show they're on, right?
yeah. Oh,
Okay,
that was
okay.
funny. Yeah, they kept making references to Nonstop, their
Uh-huh,
show. They're like, oh, dude, oh, because I've said on Nonstop that I like
uh-huh.
this shit, dude. Okay, it has to be where Nonstop. Oh, wait. Where are you from? Where are you from? Do they broadcast Nonstop out there? Okay, we should be good. We should be good. Yeah. That was really funny. Was it first present is like the two little board games, right? Kind of thing. There's like the
Oh, yeah.
not board games, but like those tabletop games, right? It's like the
Mhm.
the baseball one, and then the I don't know, like the little
Well,
obstacle
Horseshoe.
course ball thing. Yeah.
I used to play something similar to that when I was younger too.
Mm. Dude, I was like, where'd you get this? I kind of want to play this shit, dude. And I'm like, and then the second she said that, like, oh yeah, I was asking my dad what to get because he's around the same age. And I was like,
I mean, does this
I
say more
know.
about more about the dad or more about them, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, that was a cute prize. What else was there? Bunch of snacks. Oh yeah, every time it was food,
Oh, yeah.
Shitaro was like, oh, if it's something, if it's food, that's food equals Himura, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that
I
shit
like
was
how,
funny.
in the last guess, um, they're like, "Ah, this has to be a 5th gen." And they're looking around, like, Ichiro said, "It has to be you. You have that look on your face." She's like, "What? What look?"
Yeah.
Look at the, like, dog ears. She's like, "No, I don't know what you're talking about."
Mm,
And even with Yumiki, they're like, "Oh, is it Yumiki?" He's like, "Chigaimasu!" Just yelling at her.
mm.
And they're like, what are
She's
you
like, oh
yelling at?"
shit.
Yeah.
Or what is it? It was like it's like, oh, you got food. You got for Himura, didn't you? Because you think he's
Mhm.
like a fatty. He's
Yeah.
like, no, I don't. I don't think he's fatty, dude. She's like, oh, debuto omowanai, dude, or whatever,
Uh-huh.
right? And she's like, oh, gari desu, right? He's
Uh-huh.
he's thin, he's
Uh-huh.
thin. And then she thought I was like, what does that make me then? She's like,
Mhm.
mecha gari. Like this is
Yeah.
the way she says
Yeah.
it. It's so funny, dude.
Like emphasis.
Um, I love Yumiki's mannerisms.
Mhm.
There was the Oh yeah, the last prize, like the fifth gen prize, was the banana shoot food or whatever, right? It's like
Oh, yeah.
the fruit from the banana flower, I guess, dude.
Yeah, it's like the bud or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, and then they're like, oh, because you're banana man, and it's like purple, like that's from Inoue, right? It's
Uh-huh.
purple, like no Nobutaka. And then they tried, like, yo, this shit sucks, dude. This tastes so
Uh-huh.
bad. And then they're like, oh, why don't you try it? And she's just like, word.
If I remember right, I think it just tastes like plant. Like, it doesn't have,
Mm,
like, a taste to it.
mm.
Like, if you were to eat a leaf, it's kinda what do it taste like?
I just taste herbaceous, dude. Would you
Yeah.
say?
Mhm. My childhood friend used to have a banana tree. So
Hmm.
we got up to some stuff.
Climb
That
up
was
there and cut
sound
off.
weird. Bananas.
Yo, bro, I wasn't thinking until you said it, bro.
That was a good one. Okay.
But yeah, that was the shows this week. You know what? On that note, I'm gonna end the show so I can interrogate Josh about what he just said during the post show. So let us know what you think in the comments down below. Are you curious about what Josh meant by we used to get up to some stuff up in that tree as much as I am? Or leave a comment about what you thought about Sakurazaka46's start over PV. Are you excited about some of these new drama roles or these stage plays? Or let us know your thoughts about Kubo Shiori's new photo books. But that's gonna our photo book. But that's gonna be it from us this week. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
Bye.